Hello, Dark Ones, and welcome to the realm of monsters. I'm your friendly neighborhood chaos demon Domino, and today we are doing a little reading about self-love. This one comes in a time where, once again, it's like I did a message already about like not needing to be perfect about like creating your reality and things like that. I don't know when that one will be posted because I have recorded a lot of readings and I was just like, I don't feel like I should be posting any of them yet. So we'll see how this order goes, but today is like this energy of self-love and resting. You can't help anyone by neglecting yourself. And one thing that has been a repeated message in my time of being away, because I have recorded some messages, but I've just left it alone because posting has been feeling quite heavy lately, and I haven't really felt it. And I only do it when it comes to like me doing readings. I only do it when I feel deeply inclined. Like it has to be a compulsion for me to bother, because I know that when that compulsion hits, it's meant to go at that exact point. It's meant to go at that exact point. So yeah, this one, like, I was feeling a little guilty about resting, but you cannot help anyone if you neglect yourself. And with this one, I wasn't necessarily like feeling all that great, you know? And so with self-love, you kind of have to love yourself through all of that, like all those feelings of like, I feel like absolute shit. I feel like garbage. I am like kind of feeling completely tuned off. Like I felt nothing. Like I felt completely disconnected from the spirit realm. I would get these like compulsions to like record the message but not really post it, all of that stuff. And I kind of learned through that, like, that's too much like it that chasing energy of like, oh well, I have to keep doing this, consistently, and if I stop then it's not being consistent, but it's not being authentic if I'm not following the energy as it flows. And I've started to kind of like feel me as an individual like the tides, they're in and out, there's high tide and there's low tide, and I was feeling that push-pull energy within myself when it came to this. And it's just like one of those things. Are you loving yourself from a space of, how the rest of the world views you? Or are you loving yourself from a space of how you view yourself? In truth, if everybody on the outside, if none of their judgment ever made it to you, what would you think about yourself while you're sitting here resting? What would you think about yourself while you're taking the time to really, recalibrate rather than allowing yourself to burn out doing something that you really don't feel in that moment? And, that's how it was for me. And so, first card we have is the Princess of Pentacles. I almost said everything but Pentacles. In reverse. Which is kind of like, take a break. Because when I see this card, it feels like planting seeds, but it's just like, you've already planted the seeds, just let them grow. Take a step back. You cannot continuously, tend to them before they come out of the ground. Like, yes, water them, Queen of Cups. But, you can't make the sun shine, You cannot force the sun to shine. The sun comes out when the sun comes out. And so, because, like, that's what it feels like. It's like there's other factors at play here. And if you try to, like, force the sun to shine, then it's just gonna stress you out. Like, so it could have been like rainy for a while, and now the sun is coming out, and that's what it felt like too. like, I wasn't forcing the messages that I recorded previously, but I just didn't feel posting them. I didn't. I, like, felt this desire to, like, record them, but I didn't feel posting them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with the flow. We're going to go with the flow with temperance. There's a balance to everything. And in the world that we live in right now, overworking is one of the biggest freaking lessons that has been permeating the collective energy that I've been picking up on, where it's just like, there's this, like, I have to go, I have to run, I have to chase after it, or else I will not get anything. Like, there won't be enough for me if I don't hurry up and, that whole early bird catches the worm kind of thing. That whole faith without works is dead kind of thing. And it's just like, maybe if that works for you, but if it hasn't worked for you, then, maybe it's time to change strategies here. And so it's like, there, with temperance plus justice, like, there's definitely a call for balance. And we have clarity here with the Ace of Swords. So it's like, you get clarity in those times of rest. When you allow the celestial bodies that exist to handle the acts of God that need to happen for seeds to grow, you will yield, I'm hearing, a perfect return of investment. Your job is to plant the seeds. You must allow the elements to do the rest. Because, there's only so much you can do. It's like, even when you're doing, like, regular jobs and in life and stuff like that, you still have to trust that company to make sure that you get your check. If it's on direct deposit, you can't, constantly go chasing down, like, the door and be like, hey, when's my direct deposit? It comes at the same time every, week or 2 weeks, whatever you're on. Like, that kind of thing. You still have to allow it to come in. And that's kind of where things feel a little bit shaky, because it's like there's too much waiting. It feels like holding your breath, like holding out for something to happen. I heard something move. But anyways, it's like that. Like, you're waiting. I don't know. I just heard Waiting to Exhale. I think that's the movie. But that's what it feels like. Just like holding. Something fell. Anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, like, this holding your breath, maybe even waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting for a sign, like, from Anastasia. And, like, it comes when it comes. Like, you might be hearing signs or something like that, because there's, like, this bag that was on my desk that it was sliding down, and then it stopped. And I was like, okay, I'm hearing something move, and then it just falls. Like, unexpectedly. It's just dropping in. Whatever it is, it's like, it's just happening unexpectedly. 1 minute, all you're looking at is dirt. The next thing you know, you got plants right here. And, like, it's like kind of stepping away from, like, overly monitoring something, because there is celestial forces at work. You cannot force the sun to shine. The sun must shine on its own. If you're planting the seeds outside, then yes, maybe water them in times of drought, because that's what you have control over, but you do not have control over the amount of light that that hits the earth. The best you can do is plant them in a space where they get the adequate amount of sun, but you cannot force the sun to shine. And that's what I'm saying, like, releasing control over, the storms and all of those things to the celestial bodies that be, because everything happens in its right timing, as much as that was so fucking annoying to hear. But that's what it feels like. You just wait for the sun to come out. Anyway, I hope that helps. The darkness in me recognizes and honors the darkness in you. Love you. Bye.